Welcome to Echo Trade. I'm Jeff Roth, and I'm here again with Zach Daniel from Digital Edge Wealth Management. Zach's the founder and head portfolio manager, and we're going to talk about his firm. And so Jack's got a really cool background, really cool story. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Zach. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Appreciate you partnering up with Echo Trade. And why don't you kind of quickly give your background and what got you into starting the firm, because it's a little bit of a different kind of pathway that most people have.
Yeah, it definitely is, especially getting into the traditional finance space. So my original background, I studied nuclear medicine, so that is my educational background. Um, I also had a strong background in digital currencies, starting my own company in digital currencies, and then both being an avid participant slash investor for over a decade now. So in digital currency terms, it's an eon.
Yes.
Um, but what brought me to start my own firm was, obviously getting in certified and, passing the investment advisor law exam. But as I got into the space, I just didn't see much differentiation between a lot of portfolio managers or investment managers. Um, they didn't offer clients a lot of leeway as far as their, what they were investing in. A lot of S&P 500 kind of derivatives or slight changes here, slight changes there, and there wasn't
Mhm.
any thought about what value you can bring the investor. It was more like, how do I retain the investor? How do I not mess up my assets under management by doing anything different than the rest of the industry?
Yeah.
And so when I got into the space, I looked around and I was like, well, I'm not going to be able to invest how I think is best for the clients because of the rigid requirements kind of laid down by more legacy players, and there's a place for them. It's not like they're doing a bad job. I just think there was an opportunity to give clients something different, and provide them value in ways that I don't think there is out there.
Yeah. And so talk about that. Talk about, kind of the way that you're managing money in relation to everybody else and what your viewpoint is.
So I think some of my portfolio is structured differently, um, from some of the if you go into the portfolio section, you'll hear a lot more. But from some of the tech positions to some of the way I think about bond performance, and kind of moving away from that sphere,
Mhm.
I think some of the structural changes I think in the investment landscape and the macroeconomic landscape at heart is something that a lot of advisors have not come around to yet. And so I think that's reflected in my portfolio to address the changes that I think have happened and are continuing to happen. That can be very, very profitable. But also, you know, small can be occasional allocation to digital assets where I don't know any advisor in either state that I practice in exclusively that has anywhere near that kind of expertise. So that's another thing that I can bring to the portfolio and clients. It's not a big part, but when you're dealing with a few percentage points, it adds up over time.
Mhm.
A couple percent here, a couple percent there can be the difference in 10 years of tens of thousands of dollars. So kind of finding that extra edge matters. Um, and so that's kind of how I went about it, and thought about the firm, and how what I do for clients. And of course, my individual clients, everything's relatively customized. I would say almost most of client portfolios look like my model portfolio on Echo Trader,
Mhm.
given changes in risk tolerance, investment objectives, certain there's certain securities that clients are like, I just don't want to even deal with that company, or if they there's
Yeah.
certain, everyone has something a little different, but in general, that the portfolio I have in Echo Trader is a model portfolio that a lot of my clients
Yeah,
choose to.
no, I think it's fantastic, and I mentioned in one of our other calls that when we first found out about you, it's the portfolio and the way you're looking at the market is definitely something that's unique. It's unique to Echo Trading. It's unique to the market. And it's something that I think there is a place for. And like you said, you definitely are filling a niche within the market, that is definitely necessary. And so we love to have you on the platform. We love your insight. We love the portfolio. It's killing it this year. And so thanks for partnering up with us, Zach, and looking forward to many years of profitability ahead.
Yeah, me too. It's been a great opportunity, and yeah, looking forward to the future.
All right. Thanks, Zach.